The United States has fully reopened its borders after 20 months, and when families separated by COVID travel restrictions finally reunited, there were emotional reunions, embraces across US airports. The lifting of travel restrictions covered most of Europe. The move is indeed a boost for the travel industry decimated by the pandemic. But more than that, the relief is bigger for the families who were forced to stay apart due to the curbs. The restrictions were among the most severe in the US history. With the reopening, airports were amassed with people longing to meet their families. There were spouses who've not been able to see each other for months. At the John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York, a child held a sign reading, "Do I look bigger?" as he waited for the first British Airways flight from London's Heathrow.
It's the best thing ever in the whole world. It's been so emotional, and it has for millions of families all over the world, but this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you so much to everybody to everybody. Oh God, it's extremely heart-wrenching. You know, the emotions can't control yourself. It's very overwhelming. Very overwhelming and fantastic.
It's been really tough. Obviously communicating on Zoom, but it's not the same as in real life, right? So looking forward to seeing them in person.
The travel ban imposed since early 2020 barred access to non-US citizens traveling from 33 countries. Months of pent-up demand triggered a major spike in bookings on Monday. Travelers were only required to show official proof of vaccination and a recent negative COVID test. For many arriving on packed flights from Europe, Monday was an emotional journey that ended in the arms of joyful relatives.
I just can't wait to see everyone, my friends. I missed weddings, I missed my friend's birth. So many moments that we're supposed to cherish with our loved ones, and we all missed it. So I hope that we are on the right path and that things will get better. And thank you, the US, for letting us in.
Ça fait 2 ans que nous ne sommes pas venus à Los Angeles, retrouver nos enfants, parce qu'on a deux enfants.
Deux garçons à Los Angeles et une petite fille. Et une
donc
maman.
Ça nous fait un grand bonheur de revenir 2 ans après, pratiquement.
The rules allow air travel from places restricted since the early days of the pandemic. This includes Europe, Canada and Mexico. The United States will accept travelers who've been fully vaccinated with any of the shots approved for the emergency use by the World Health Organization. The move came as the United States had seen its COVID-19 outlook improve dramatically in the recent weeks. And for more on this development, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. Let's listen in.
After 20 months, U.S. air and land border reopened to international visitors of 33 countries, those who have proof of vaccination and a recent negative coronavirus test, reuniting many families and loved ones just in time for the holiday season. The travel restrictions, among the most severe in U.S. history, kept families apart, from spouses to grandchildren and grandparents, aunts and uncles, who many will be meeting their newborn nieces and nephews for the first time, perhaps as toddlers, now that the borders are open. But aside from families and loved ones reuniting, the reopening is also key to the economic recovery of many U.S. cities like New York City, where I am right now, which relies heavily on foreign tourists, bringing in enormous amount of revenue each year. In fact, hotels in the city have said that they have already started to see an influx of tourists. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World as well.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.